Hello guys, welcome to the latest episode of Every Platform. Now normally I would start with a departing train, but our train actually terminated here. 387144 and 387173, which have terminated here at Didcot Parkway, which is the first station we're covering today. Station number 263. I'm going to try and keep counts now. I'll do my best. We also have a 66 over here, 66846, which is basically, oh yeah, we got Cam J. Kerman and James is Rail Photography here. Hello. We have 66846 here as well. So the line between Didcot and Swindon is closed today, and I think for a few weekends actually, due to engineering work. So Great Western services from Bristol and Swansea are diverting via the Berks and Hants line. So that's pretty cool. And they're calling it, the Swansea ones are calling it Temple Meads as well. So yes. Today here, we're on an Oxfordshire Day Ranger, number 2, Oxfordshire 2. As you remember seeing the first one, we're on a second one today. So, we're going to, I'm going to cut it short and sweet, just obviously because I want to get started. So Didcot serves normally an express service at least every half an hour from Great Western towards Cheltenham or towards Bristol Temple Meads. The Swansea ones don't ever seem to call here, and on weekdays the Cardiff ones call here, so yes. Also, about Didcot, it serves local services to Banbury and Oxford via the local shacks, as you want to call them, which are Appleford, Culham and Radley, as well as Oxford. And we've done Radley already, but Appleford and Culham not yet. Also serves is 387s on local stoppers to London Paddington, which call it Cholsey, Goring, Streatley, Pangbourne and Tilehurst. And as well as a lot of freight that comes through and a lot of fast trains at 125 miles per hour, but not today. So without further ado, let's get started on today's trip. You'll see a few stations that maybe have not been seen on my channel ever before, which I'm looking forward to showing you. Let's get started on today's video here from the Oxfordshire Day Ranger number 2, the sequel. Okay, arriving here we got 165, 124. Which is terminating in from Oxford, Banbury even, and we'll be forming the 1006, our train, which is the service to Banbury. So yes, 387s will be heading out in a minute as well. Right, the partner now is the 956, Great Western Railway service to London Paddington. So there that one goes, and that one's now going to call it Reading and London Paddington on the fast. Also, that train that's terminated here is another Great Western Railway set of 387s, which are 387, 165 and 167, which we almost accidentally got on, going to London Paddington as well, but that will be a stopper. So now we're going to get on that little thing over there, Turbo, and we're going to go to the next station on the list, which will be revealed when we get there. So yeah, Didcot Parkway done at last. Okay, our time in Didcot may still be a little bit longer because we actually do have another train arriving, which is the 1003, Great Western Railway service from London Paddington to Oxford. Which is going to be a 5-car IET. It will be going on diesel from this point as well. And it is 802019. It's very busy as well. There we go. Okay, right now is going to be the 1003 Great Western Railway service to Oxford, calling it Oxford only. goes. Just in front of our train, which is going to be 165124, and we're now going to take that to the next station, which will be revealed very soon. So that is 165124 departing. We've had a few more people joining us. We've got Matt, whose channel he didn't tell me. It's confidential information. Taylor's Trains and more, who's very tired. And then we've also got RH Transport videos here as well. Hello, Rob. So Rob's also out of his territory again. But yes, so we're here at Tackley, and this station is located on the what's normally known as the Cherwell Valley Line. Now, it basically, in simpler terms, the line between between Oxford and Banbury. The station actually has branding for the Cherwell Valley Line, as you will probably be able to see when we walk up here. Tackley, and you just about, it's actually called the Oxford Canal Line up there, but it's known as the Cherwell Valley, I believe. But Oxford Canal is the branding. The station itself, quite nice actually, it's out in the countryside. Nice little station, I'm quite fond of it. The station is only served by one train every 2 hours, and that is the Didcot to Banbury services. Sometimes it goes to hourly, but generally it is one train every 2 hours in each direction. So pretty infrequent. Anyway, we're now going to go and head over to our next station, see if there's any trains in between as well. Okay, so Tay's also recording this. We found another one. Is it going to work though?
Please wait.
Yes! Oh, if it connects to someone, that'd be funny.
This station is Tackley.
It worked.
The next train to arrive at platform 2 will be 11:25 Great Western Railway service to Didcot Parkway. The next train to arrive at platform 1 will be the 12:32 Great Western Railway service to Banbury.
And there we go. Awesome. Okay, passing through now, we've got a cross-country service to Reading from Manchester Piccadilly. (220.030) and 221.131. After that one heads over to Reading, calling Oxford and Reading. Okay, returning into Tackley now is going to be 165124, which is going to be forming the slightly delayed 11:25 Great Western Railway service to Didcot Parkway from Banbury. We'll see this one go out very shortly. (165.124) there, heading out over to Didcot Parkway. Funnily enough, just saw some chavs once again stick their little fingers up. Love it. Right, so we're now, a bit of a plot twist, guys. So initial plan, according to the plan I made, was that we were going to get the bus to Heyford. Now, for anyone who knows Stagecoach, that isn't happening. They're not running the bus. It's because we checked. So what we're going to do instead is, because the walk is very nice, we're going to walk to Heyford, but because we don't have a choice. We'll make the train at Heyford, but it's quite ridiculous how Stagecoach do this, but then again, it is what it is. Yeah, so we'll update you when we get to Heyford. Right, update. Stagecoach cancelled our bus again. We have made it though. And only just because here comes our train, the 12:37 Great Western Railway service to Banbury. 165, 124 again. And luckily we've all made it. Fantastic achievement that. That was difficult, but we did it. On to King Sutton we go. Next station. Right, now arriving into King's Sutton. It was a very brief stint at Heyford, so if we do try and get there again in the future, we'll try and do a little bit more coverage of it, but it's done anyway. But we'll do more coverage here. Here we are at King's Sutton. So 165, 124 goes out there, and the good news is we're here at King's Sutton. That was probably the most difficult moment on the series so far, if I highlight it, because Stagecoach let us down. We had to walk an hour to Heyford, so about 3 miles total. Some of us are a bit worn out, particularly Cameron. Cameron and James quite worn out, Rob as well. But myself, it was almost like a race. It was myself, Matt and David, we made it up there first.
The mean tastes.
Then James came along, then Tay and Rob, and then Cameron finished last.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, so anyway, this station is served by Chiltern Railways on a, I suppose, infrequent basis between Birmingham and London Marylebone. Normally before they stopped here, the services were between Marylebone and Banbury, normally, but now they're Birmingham to London Marylebone. Also serving here is the Great Western Railway services to Didcot, Oxford and towards Banbury as well, once every 2 hours, but Chiltern also stop here. So, Chiltern Railways managed station, and I believe here, because this station has no ticket machines, you can actually purchase a permit to travel, which would allow you to travel one stop to the next possible ticket office to buy a ticket, which would be from here back to Banbury, or from here to Heyford if you're going GWR, or towards Bicester North. So yes, this is King Sutton, and yeah, we'll see if any trains come through in the time we're waiting. And Tay is worn out to hell.
I'm a 14-year-old child, and I've done the most.
Yeah, you've done the... Yeah, we got there first. Okay, yeah. Right, passing through, got a cross-country service. This is probably heading for Manchester Piccadilly. Yes, it is. That will most likely be the same two we saw earlier. 221113, no, 221130 and 220024. No, 221131, 220030. Right, coming through now, we've got another cross-country service. This one going to Reading from Manchester Piccadilly. So there that one goes to Reading. Calling now at Oxford and Reading. Right, arriving now is going to be slightly delayed, 13:02, Chiltern Railway service to Birmingham Moor Street from London Marylebone. This is our train, 168219, which is going to take us to Banbury. Oh, it's busy. It's very busy. Good luck. That's going to be fun. Right, wish us luck. Right, part now, 168219, as we're now here at Banbury. So we're now here at Banbury. I have already covered this on the every platform series already, so I'm not going to be going over it again. This is just a change point, but it's nice to be back at this station regardless. And that 168 was rammed right up to the door. So 3 coaches on that, great job. Yeah, now we're going to head over to our next station. This is just a change point, like I say. It's already been covered in the series. Okay, arriving now is going to be the 1337 Chiltern Railway service to London Marylebone from Birmingham Moor Street. So the front is 168327. I guess we'll work out the rear when we get off.
It's in the same town.
Right, we've now made it here to Bicester North. So before we go into more of the station, we're going to film the train go out. Right, so 168327 and 168113 have just departed, heading out on the 1354 Chiltern Railway service from Birmingham Moor Street to London Marylebone. We do indeed have something pretty special on its way through, and I believe it's actually going to stop here as well. And it is a 68. It's one of the silver sets, going to be forming a service to Birmingham Moor Street. Completely forgot that there was a diagram coming in whilst we were here. So yes, so it is going to stop. 68013 on this one. Obviously the carriage is 82305, the driving van trailer. We'll see the 68 go out in a minute. Right, back to the part now with 68013. That was a mighty good surprise as we're here now at Bicester North. Now this is one of the 2 stations within the town of Bicester. The other one we're going to shortly. This station is served by Chiltern Railways, as you can tell, on the Chiltern main line, and that runs to Birmingham over via and extensions to Kidderminster and also to London Marylebone. This station is big, very big. The platform is huge. It is very well expanded as well, with the shelter so far away from the actual edge of the platforms. The station is pretty frequently, and it's normally the last stop you go to if you're on a Chiltern from Birmingham, and then you go straight to London. Sometimes you can do High Wycombe and Haddenham and High Wycombe, but normally it is straight from here to Marylebone. Nice station overall. That's the only 2 trains we're going to see during our stay. But yeah, a good 2 trains, that's for sure. So we're now going to make our way to the other Bicester station, Bicester Village. Right, so the partner there was 165029 and 165022. That was the 1428, thank you. Chiltern Railway service from London Marylebone to Oxford, sorry, to London Marylebone. We're now here at Bicester Village, the other station within the town of Bicester. Building, by the way, magnificent, lovely station building. This station is the closest station to Bicester town centre. Now, Bicester itself has a very demographic for, I think, sort of Asian demographics, so like Chinese, Japanese, all that stuff, all those sort of nationalities. Seems to be attracted to Bicester. I'm not too sure why, but they are. And there's a lot of bilingual signage here, which does also prove that. It's very interesting. I'm not too sure why though. Anyway, so our train's at 14:50, which is going to take us to Islip, our next station. At Bicester Village, yeah, that was the only train we'll see here really until our train arrives, but a pair of 165s. But yeah, nice modern station. I know it's been recently done up because it used to be, I'm sure Bicester Village used to be served by FGW when they used to be in service, so that's interesting. I'm sure they did. But yeah, this is Bicester Village, and we'll update you when I'm bit of a better idea what Bicester Village looks like, by the way, guys, is, well, basically this over here. So just basically the building itself is really, really nice actually. I'm really liking it. Fantastic building, basically branding Bicester Village. I mean, very classic sort of font and logo and everything. It's lovely, but this place really does. And when I say bilingual, this basically. So here is signage as well. Our train is about to arrive. There's a signage. There's a light here for Bicester Town Centre. Our train is here, and it is a pair of 165s. Oh, we went quiet there because I was just getting pictures.
Have their brakes applied while stationary on station platforms, as fast trains could cause wind turbulence when passing through. Thank you.
And we have 165039 on this one. And something else, but we'll confirm that when we get to Islip in a bit. Okay, now arrived into Islip station. This is probably one of the most awkward ones on the line, but we'll explain why when the train leaves in just a minute. So there goes the 1457 Chiltern Railway service to Oxford from London Marylebone, and this is the very quiet Islip station. Islip, you slip. I slip over. I hurt myself. Really bad joke, I'm sorry. So this station is served by one train an hour in each direction. So you got the next train here is the 1557. 1551 is the next train on the other platform to London Marylebone. 1557 to Oxford. That is the only services that call here. Yeah, so it is it's one of the newer stations that's been open, purely just because this line has recently, well, probably in the last like 7 years, has been opened. And yeah, that is, they can see me through there for the DOO cameras at the far end of the platform. So yeah, here's the station. It's just a basic 2-platform station, but it's very nice. It is beginning to rain. How very fun. I must admire Chiltern Railways just overall, just because of the ticket machines. They are so much more modern in comparison to a lot of others, and they're more functional and more user friendly, let's say. I must admire how much work they put into a lot of these stations, because a lot of TOCs don't put hard, you know, work into modernising things, but Short Railways have, and a few other companies have too, but Short Railways. Footbridge is a bit basic, but yeah, that is Islip, and that is the entire line between Oxford and Oxford-Banbury Parkway done. Pretty easy, but Islip was the most difficult one out of them all. So yes, we're now going to head back to the station, Oxford Parkway. That's where we're going next. The video will finish when we get to Didcot though. We've still got a few other little things to do. Right, we've made it to Oxford Parkway. You have seen this station in the series before as well, so we're back here. We just got the bus from Bicester back here. We actually had to double back because of the way it was, so we went from Islip back to Bicester, Bicester back to here. But yeah, we've admired the station enough times before, so we're not going to do it again. But we're now going to make our way back to Oxford, where we'll now proceed to make our way back to Didcot, where we started the video today. So just watch our progress as we go back for the next few minutes.
Use the side barriers.
Right, so we've now arrived into Oxford. Here we are. We've been here before, of course. This is just our way back. Like I said, the video will finish in Didcot. We don't have too long here, so ideally we're not going to spend forever here, but we do have the 165s, and we'll update you very, very shortly. 034 is also sat here at the moment as well. Okay, just whilst we wait here at Oxford, departing out now is the 1645 Great Western Railway service to Great Malvern from London Paddington, formed of 802-003. Next stop for this one is Hanborough on the Cotswold line. What are you doing? Matt is almost like he was doing a fortnight celebration. I hope he's not. So there goes that one. Next stop for that one is Hanborough. Now we're going to make our way back over to, we're going to go through Oxford to catch a bus, and we're going to go back to Didcot Parkway where it all started. Okay, also just coming in very quickly is a pair of 387s, 387 142. Quite amazing that the 387s that we get, or we have got, back to Reading are the same ones that brought us here.
Really? That one the same one that brought you there?
Yeah, it is. 387 168 is the rear, that one. Terminating in on a local stopper from London Paddington. So I say all of Oxfordshire is done. I'm actually wrong, because there's actually, I believe, 2 other stations or 3 other stations in Oxfordshire that have not been done. Cholsey, Goring and Streatley, and Pangbourne. I think Pangbourne's Oxfordshire. Well, Tilehurst is Berkshire.
Tilehurst is Berkshire. Pangbourne, I think, is right on the border.
Right, okay, so 2 are Berkshire, 2 are Oxfordshire. Okay, well Goring and Streatley and Cholsey are the remaining 2, and they'll be done on another trip. So yes, there we go. Okay, we've just made it back to Didcot Parkway, and arriving in here is 387 144. It's the same 2 we had, 144 and 173. This is terminated in Paddington, London Paddington, and we'll be forming our 1756 back to Reading, and this is where the video ends, Didcot Parkway. So thank you all very much for watching this video from Oxfordshire 2, the Day Ranger Part 2, and very sadly I believe the final part of Oxfordshire, because Oxfordshire's been completed. So yes, if you have liked what you've seen, please do like and subscribe, and do leave any comments, because we'll get back to them as and when I can. And any recommendations are welcome. Please do leave us in the comments too. It's very busy here, so I'm going to try and move out the way very quickly so we can keep going. But We've got 70 over here, 7803, which, as you know, the engineering works have been pretty obvious today. So they got even closer this time though, as opposed to the 66 this morning. Joining me today was Fancy West Spotter 390, David. We've got Matt, whose channel I still don't know because it's confidential. Joking. RH Transport Videos, Rob, Taylor's Trains and More, and Cam J. Kerman, as well as James, who left earlier, James the Roll Photography. Very good day. I think we've all had a really good day. I think the highlight for me was the 68 at Bicester North, bloody brilliant. And the 70, I believe, is making its way out, or at least doing something. Oh no, it's not. It's just going to move up a little bit if it does. Right guys, so the next episode of every platform will be the London travel card. So be looking out for that one, because Tay, Cam and potentially Rob will be in that video as well, but sadly not Matt.
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's alright. And potentially, very potentially David too, but we'll see. Thanks for watching this video. Wow. Someone knows who Francis Bourgeois is. Probably not going to be going far. There 7803 goes anyway. Lovely round off to the video and a lovely round off to a lovely day. So guys, that one's only going to move forward slightly. Well, thank you all for watching today's video, and as this one continues to move forward concerningly, we'll see if it stops. It should do. I think it's actually going to go through, but anyway, fine, it's going to go through. Let it go through.
I think it's because the dispatcher gave me permission.
Ah, okay. I think he's going to go up to that red. Well, easy enough. Easy job all day, just drive a train a few yards up. A few chains up, and then it'll be done. Right, thank you for watching guys, and see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.